we look at a lot of these YouTube videos and a lot of tricks, and a lot of people talk about putting together tricks and parts and videos in today's time. And it's similar to like the skate world. I think that these videos are a big piece of the culture. You've talked about some of the tricks. You even talk about now these ramps and these jumps you're building in your backyard, and the content you've been putting out is crazy. What was like the craziest, most proudest trick you ever pulled off or stunt that you felt like the execution and the planning going into it was like, all right, that was amazing?
I didn't have nothing to talk about. I just like doing like big jumps for me, but it was so small. I think for you, when we did the backflip, when you did the first backflip, driving up to Vegas.
Yeah.
That was sick.
Yeah. Like he was there when I did my first backflip because
that was huge.
My first ever backflip. Were you there?
Yeah, we drove up.
No. Were you there like the couple weeks before that when we
No,
went up
I
there?
didn't. No, I heard. So did you do it that time?
So I went up there. I
I
road tripped up there with Feist. We stopped at Sink Mars' house. Clifford came. Hart would only let a few people come out to his compound. His dad had this construction site out in Vegas and built him a foam pit. He was flipping and he invited us all out. He's like, why don't you guys come out here and flip? And at the time, it was him and Travis Pastrana. They were the only one that had a foam pit. Oh, wow. And everyone was trying to flip then. And I was partying a lot back then. Like I wasn't really riding as much. And I went up there with all those dudes. I jumped in the foam pit 3 times, never went for a flip. I was scared as hell. Like I was like, turning the corner and I'm sitting there shaking. I'm so scared. I'm like, I can't. This bike is so heavy. I can't pull this thing around. Feist sticks a flip. Sink Mars sticks a flip. Clifford does a flip. And Hart's on the foam pit talking shit to me. I'm just sitting there like this. Just licking my lips, nervous as hell. Like, he's like, you gonna flip, pussy, or what? I'm like, nah, dude. And Hart called me every single day for like 2 weeks talking shit. You fucking pussy. Come back up to Vegas. You're a pussy, dude. Why didn't you flip? Like, I gave you an opportunity. And I'm like, fuck, dude. So when I went home, I was riding a shitload. And this is the same trip that we went with Hart and Pink to Colorado.
Was that it?
Yeah. We were driving to Colorado and we called Hart. I'm like, I knew he was out at the foam pit practicing flips because there was a contest coming up. I'm like, are you still out at the pit? I'm like, yeah. Or he was like, yeah. I was like, all right, I want to flip. He's all, dude, don't make me wait out here and you show up and you don't flip tonight. Because if I wait here and you don't do a flip, I'm going to be fucking pissed. So me and Morrison are fucking smoking bong ribs, getting high as hell, driving to Vegas. And I'm like, I'm going to fucking flip tonight. And he's like looking at me. He's like, are you really? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to flip.
It was sick.
We got out there, I watched Hart do like 1 or 2. And I jumped on my bike and I went for my first flip. And I got all the way upside down. I went home and we were trying to flip 50s out at Point X at the camp. Did a few of them on my BMX bike, did a couple on the XR50, and then got out there and I flipped. And when I flipped, I remember my rotation being slow. And as soon as I got upside down and I spotted the landing, I jumped off the bike. And then Morrison's filming, he's just laughing. He's just giggling, just stoned as hell the whole time. And I get up on the side of the foam pit and I'm like looking at the video footage and my bike comes all the way around. And I jumped off and I was like, fuck, if I would have stayed on, I would have stuck it. So I went back, did it again. And I probably did like 5 to 7 of them that night in the foam pit. And we left just fucking so stoked. Like he was so pumped for me. And we went to Colorado, did the demo, came back. I think we waited at Hart's house for a week after the demo because it was windy as hell. And I was like, dude, I just want to do one more. I'm like, I know if I could wait a week without doing a flip and stick my first one, that I'm ready to go to dirt. And I remember Deegan called me. He's like, hey, our foam pit will be done tomorrow. Come down here and flip. We're like, all right. We waited one more day and it was windy and we pinned it down to Temecula. And at this point, it's been like 2 weeks since I did one to dirt. Yeah. And I remember going to Deegan's and I was like, all right, if I stick my first one, I'm going for it. Stuck my first one perfect and then went straight to the dirt and never went back.